We're going to talk about how your property taxes are calculated in Cook County, Illinois. It's a topic that falls on the boring scale, somewhere between the water cycle and public radio's A Prairie Home Companion. Like the water cycle, property tax assessment is really important stuff. And like A Prairie Home Companion, the system has been in place so long, very few living people can remember how it ever got this bad. Cook County is divided in three parts: the North, South, and City tax assessment districts. Each year, a different district gets reassessed, and in 2011, it's our turn. So if you live in the Cook County section of Tinley, north of 183rd east of Harlem, the value used to figure out your tax bill is going to get changed this fall. There are 102 counties in Illinois, and 2 assessment systems: Cook County's and the entire rest of the state. What they all do is take your home's market value to figure your assessed value, then use the assessed value to figure the tax bill. Cook County takes into account what the property is used for, its class. There are 6 main property classes, and another 8 incentive classes. It used to be that assessed values were different for each of the 6 classes. For example, a residential property's assessed value would be 16% of the market value, unless it were an apartment, which are 20%. And it gets more confusing in there once you start including the incentive classes. For every other county in the state, assessed value is 1/3 of market value. Back to Cook. In 2008, the county board put those 6 main classes into one of 2 categories. Stuff connected with homes got put at 10% of the market value. Businesses, 25%. But how do they get that market value in the first place? And what can you do if they get it wrong? Your home's market value is based on recent sales of similar properties, same age, square footage, construction type, in your neighborhood. With 1.8 million parcels in Cook County, that's a lot to figure out, and a lot to get wrong. You have 30 days after notice to appeal your assessment. The 3 biggest reasons for appeals are uniformity. You feel similar homes in your hood have different values. Inaccurate records. The assessor's office has you down as the wrong class or size, or they were just plain way off. Information on how to file all the appeals can be found at cookcountyassessor.com. So now you've got a hopefully accurate estimated market value, and you've multiplied it by the assessment level, remember that? To get your proposed assessed valuation. Now there is a next step, and it's probably why your tax bill spiked this year. Remember this? Well, this 1/3 figure is actually written into the Illinois Constitution of 1970. So, since every county has to get to this figure, all 101 other counties just wrote this figure into their rules. Not Cook. So each year, Cook has to turn this and this into this. And to do this, the Illinois Department of Revenue each year releases the state equalizer, a number they say should balance everything out. How did they come up with that? Let's just say this guy. The state equalizer went up 13% last year, and that's a lot of why your tax bill went up. Zoom in. Here's a fake tax bill all figured out for you using the old equalizer. $100,000 home, $2,400 tax bill. Now let's look at that same tax bill with the new equalizer. Same homeowner's exemption, same local tax rate. That equalizer is the only difference, but it makes it a $2,800 tax bill. Once it wormed through all that math, a 13% jump in the equalizer made a 16% jump in this fake tax bill. In real life, the jump could be a lot bigger. Don't think that just because your assessment goes down, your tax bill is necessarily going to go down. In fact, it could actually even go up even if your assessment goes down. A lot of that depends on your personal situation. Where is your house? What districts does it fall in? What school district are you in? What park district? Fire protection district? What are their tax rates? Do they have any referenda in effect? Are you in one of Tinley Park's TIF districts? What about your house itself? Do you have a homeowner's exemption? Do you have a home improvement exemption? Do you have a homestead exemption? Do you have a senior freeze? Are you a senior citizen? Are you a disabled veteran?